Why? It seems like my camera is zoomed. Okay, so I don't know if we have a swarm yet or not, but there's a bunch of action. Do you see that bee has pollen on its legs? Literally. It's probably not gonna work. They're all over the trap, and then on the corner, can you see that? Ah, there was bees there fanning into it. I'm gonna take this down if I don't see a swarm on it tonight. And we're gonna see what's going on. I might have a swarm. If I do, that's gonna be so cool. If not, we'll wait for the next one. Hey guys, so as you can see, I came home this morning and this is the second swarm we've caught in 2020. Today is the 11th of March and that's amazing. That's the second swarm, and that is very small, but it's still a swarm. A swarm is a swarm. So I'll probably put this in a 3-frame nuke, and I'll update you on it later. I don't know if you can even see that on there, but that is definitely the smallest swarm I've ever seen. It's about as big as a grapefruit. But that is very small, but we are definitely going to use them. I'm not even sure if it'll have a queen, but we're going to take them, put them in a 3-frame nuke. I'll show you how I do that. That could even go in a 1-frame nuke, but still. That's what I built the 3-frame nukes for, was these small swarms that I catch. This is the second swarm of this year. 2 swarms in 1 week. That's amazing. And I actually just checked on the hive that we caught the first swarm in, and it's still there. This is a new one. So we're going to put it in a 3-frame nuke. That's pretty cool. I'm glad to see we're already catching swarms. This hive here, this 3-frame nuke, didn't have a queen. So I was just a few worker bees in here. So all I'm gonna do is take these frames out. And I'm going to add some frames I had from a cutout that have pollen. That one has pollen. They can start drawing on there. I'm actually going to spray these with peppermint just so that the bees coming from the swarm and the bees that are already in here don't like kill each other. Come on. Okay, I'll just spray the inside of the box. This frame here has a little bit of honey, but it's fully drawn, so the queen that's with the swarm will start laying its eggs in that fully drawn frame. And then this frame is just has a little bit of pollen in it too, and that'll give them 2 frames of pollen, 1 frame empty with a little bit of honey. The queen will start laying, and that'll boost the hive really quick. So now we're gonna go get our swarm and drop it in the box. So to get the swarm out of here, we're gonna take the swarm trap down like we would when we put it up. That is definitely the smallest swarm I've seen. We will bring the swarm, the nuke over here. So I've brought the nuke to over here, and I'm just gonna pull out a frame. Maybe pull out 2 of the frames. That way it gives us room. Now I don't know what's in the trap. There could be more in it. This is peppermint. Okay, so I saw that. So that's the empty frame. There's honey on that side, honey and pollen on that side. Just drop the swarm in. And we'll cover it up. Now, we're going to leave the swarm trap down for a few days just to let the bees that are now in there get reorientated, and the bees will start fanning into there to show that the queen is in there. And we'll come back in a few minutes to see what's going on. I've never hived a swarm that was so small before. So that's actually the first time I've done that. I probably didn't need to use the peppermint. See, all the swarms I caught last year were huge, so as soon as I dropped them into the box, they instantly started fanning everywhere. I mean, there was 50 to 100 bees fanning. Here, that swarm maybe had 300 bees, 400 bees. I don't know how many, but that was a small swarm, and none of them are fanning. So we dropped them into the box. It's right on top of the swarm trap. And we'll see what they're doing. There's none up at the tree where we have the swarm trap hanging. Well, there's one. So that means they made it all into the box. And I'm glad of that. So I cracked the lid, and there's our first fanning bee. There's only one in this whole colony. There's only one bee that's fanning. That's how small the swarm was. Pretty cool. And what that does is all the bees in the air, it's telling them to land. Okay, so I came back later. I'm coming back later to see how big that swarm really was. There's the nuke we put it in. And so I'm gonna open this up with you to see how big we are. That's the 3 frames. Wow, it looks like it's hanging on to 1.5 frames. It's not bad for such a small swarm. This 3-frame nuke is just perfect for it. So I'm gonna check tomorrow to see if we have a queen. If we don't, we'll be back at square one. I'll have to get a queen from somewhere, but or if it doesn't have a queen, I'll drop it into one of my existing hives and go from there. Okay, they're starting to move. They don't like the light. So that's the first swarm we've caught in the swarm trap. We're gonna hang the swarm trap back up and work on catching swarm number 2 in the swarm trap. This is the second swarm we've caught. One we didn't catch in a swarm trap. It flew into one of our old hives. But this second one we caught in the swarm trap. So don't forget to subscribe so you can follow how many swarms I catch. And thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Have a nice day.